In this short guide, we'll give you an overview of how ESET MDR works and keeps your IT environment secure. Before we talk about the actual service, remember that it's the cherry on top of the whole ESET Protect stack of technologies, including endpoint security and extended detection and response. What ESET MDR does is bring in continuous 24/7 monitoring and human expertise that augments the technological capabilities of ESET. This infographic might look complex at first glance, but don't worry. We'll break it down into its key components. The process is divided into three main stages: data collection and evaluation, incident creation and response, and user visibility and interaction. Let's get started. Once you have ESET Endpoint and ESET Inspect set up and running in your environment, you can enable and configure the ESET MDR service. This includes defining your critical assets and what response actions can or cannot be executed by ESET. This ensures you have full control over systems that are critical to your organization. It all starts with 24/7 monitoring and processing telemetry from all protected endpoints, whether they're laptops, desktops, or servers. The data is continuously evaluated for malicious activity or indicators of compromise by our industry-leading technology stack, augmented by cutting-edge artificial intelligence. For detecting threats, we use both open-source data and, crucially, the proprietary threat intelligence we've gained in the 30-plus years of ESET stopping threats. Beyond this core monitoring activity, we also run proactive threat hunting on collected data. Based on the latest research and intel about threat actors' activities, our researchers create hypotheses and verify them by reviewing the collected data. If indicators point to possibly malicious activity, we create a security incident. As the first step, our MDR operators evaluate whether it's truly malicious and should be acted upon. If we learn that the incident wasn't real, we still track it as a false positive. We use this to improve our detection systems in the future. Customers also get access to these false positives, as ESET is transparent about our threat hunting efforts and the resolution of all incidents. If the incident is confirmed as a real threat in customer systems, we respond. The action depends on the type of incident. For example, killing a malicious process, blocking a file hash to prevent the malicious files from executing and spreading within a system or network, or isolating a device from the network to prevent the threat from spreading further. As mentioned before, customers can define critical assets, for example, servers that should never be isolated or have processes killed. This level of context-aware customization is built into the MDR workflow. Once the corrective action has been taken, we resolve the incident, document the findings and actions taken, and inform the customer. The whole process so far, from identifying potentially malicious activity to taking a response action, is what we typically contain in just 6 minutes. This is the mean time to respond, or MTTR. Based on the publicly available data with this time, we have the fastest MDR service on the market. Sometimes the incident requires action to be taken by the customer. This can happen if we don't have enough context, need validation, or if the affected parts of the network are defined by the customer as critical and not to be automatically blocked. In these cases, we notify the customer via agreed channels and provide clear instructions and recommendations to work with and close the incident, stopping the threat. How does the whole process look from the customer's perspective? All incidents are visible to the customer in the ESET Protect console. They can see all incidents and how they were resolved, including false positives. For incidents that require customer input, we mark them as waiting for user input and provide clear instructions. Notifications are sent automatically, and the customer can resolve the incident directly in the dashboard. Beyond incidents in the console, customers also receive weekly and monthly reports. This was a short overview of how the ESET MDR service works and delivers industry-leading 6-minute response time. Thanks to a combination of in-house knowledge and research, our threat hunters leverage the power of the ESET Protect platform to expertly find and remediate security incidents almost instantly and keep our customers safe.